In 1976, we at Atari formed our marketing and research department. Since then, we have spent more time, more energy, and more dollars than anyone else in the industry. We now know what makes the player tick, which has enabled us to produce some of the most successful games the industry has seen to date. Our continued research effort will allow us to define the needs of our future player.
What we will do is preview a new product, and what we're trying to discover is the player's initial reactions to these type of games. To the game we'll be showing you, we want to hear what you perceive as its initial strengths and weaknesses. And
Focus groups are one method used by Atari to evaluate a new game concept. A trained moderator will lead each group in formal questioning about their playing habits and interests.
To me, I like playing games with targets.
Typically, each focus group has 2 sessions, one with teenagers, another with adult game players. Behind the two-way mirrors, marketing analysts and engineers monitor reactions and take notes on the comments of the focus group participants.
Looks familiar, man. I saw him out at the arcade.
Yeah, some of these guys have been in groups before.
Okay.
We don't usually get them in until like after 6 months or so, so it's been a while.
At midpoint in each focus group, the moderator unveils the prototype game that's being tested. The players can try out the prototype and observe as the others attempt to master the game. Behind the mirror, the Atari staff makes notes on the duration of gameplay. The hard facts gathered in these focus groups will be condensed into a written report. And from this valuable information, Atari engineers can implement changes in the game before it reaches the public.
Is that the one who scored the 2 million points on asteroids?
It's a crowded, slow commute home for thousands of Silicon Valley workers. But the job is just getting started for Linda Butcher, a field researcher for Atari.
As a research analyst for Atari, I find that a lot of my Friday nights and Saturdays are taken up working with a new prototype in the field. I spend a lot of time observing the players' reactions to the game, and eventually I'll take a survey of a number of players to see what they like and don't like about the new game. What is there about this Asteroids Deluxe game that you like?
Well, I like the shields.
Okay.
And rotating asteroids really adds a note of realism to the game.
And according to what they tell us, we'll try and make changes in the game to make it better. What is it about this game you did not like?
The snowflake that comes on every once in a while. It's hard to beat.
Finally, I'll write up a report on my findings so that possible changes can be made from the data. During this field testing period, the engineers record game times and take notes on player comments. We probably field test 4 games for every 1 game that gets into production.
I like the shield.
The shield? Okay, why do you like the shield?
Because I don't do very good at it, so when I'm in trouble, it's handy.
What is it about this game you did not like?
It's just too hard.
It's really a lot of hard work, but I think it's worth it because it really helps Atari to make better games.
Atari's dominance in the marketplace is assured by a strong commitment to researching the market and fully understanding the appeal factors in coin-operated video games. The basic data shows that for the video game player, the challenge and skill factor are the most compelling attributes. Players want to master the games totally. Rewards based on luck are of little interest. They are very competitive. They like to compete with themselves. They like to compete with others. They'll replay to beat their own score, their friends' scores, and ultimately, the top scores of the game itself. Recorded scores in the memory of the newer games are very important in generating repeat plays. Players want detail, movement, 3-dimensional effect, color and color changes, unexpected events, faster games with more realistic and dynamic sound.